Hi students, we are going to do two things today in Problem Solvers Clubs. We are going to review the design thinking process and we're going to move on to the third step, which is to ideate. Ideate means to brainstorm inventions that could help solve the problem in the story. How can problems be solved? Problems can be solved in different ways. One of these ways is using the design thinking process or steps. Each part of the design thinking process has a different step to help us solve a problem, and we are going to learn about each step. The design thinking process is steps that people can use to solve problems in the real world. In the Problem Solvers Club, we are going to use it to help characters solve problems in the books we read. We empathized with the characters in the shortcut, and we thought that if we were them, we might feel scared or nervous or worried, or maybe even a bit excited to be out on the tracks taking the shortcut home. We also defined the problem. We thought about what the problem in the story is. The problem is that they are on the train tracks and it's getting dark and they're worried that a train might run them off the tracks while they're taking the shortcut home. Today you are going to work on the third step, which is to ideate. Ideate means to brainstorm possible inventions that could help the characters with their problem. You're going to think about what you could invent to help the characters as they're walking along the tracks and trying to get home in the dark. Let's get to reading. This is a realistic fiction book. Realistic fiction is about stories that are not true but could happen in real life. The name of this text is The Shortcut, and the author and illustrator is Donald Cruz. He wrote the words and drew the pictures. We looked, we listened, we decided to take the shortcut home. We should have taken the road, but it was late and it was getting dark, so we started down the tracks. We knew when the passenger trains passed, but the freight trains didn't run on schedule. They might come at any time. We should have taken the road. The track ran along the mound. Its steep slopes were covered with briars. There was water at the bottom, surely full of snakes. We laughed, we shouted, we sang. We tussled, we threw stones. We passed the cutoff that led back to the road. I hear a train! Everybody stopped. Everybody listened. We all heard the train whistle. Should we run ahead to the path home or back to the cutoff? The train whistle was much louder. Back to the cutoff! Run! The train, get off the tracks. We jumped off the tracks onto the steep slope. We didn't think about the briars or the snakes. The train passed. We were all fine. We climbed back onto the tracks. We hurried to the cutoff and onto the road. We walked home without a word. We didn't tell Big Mama. We didn't tell Mama. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't talk about what happened for a very long time. All right, students, now it's your turn. You're going to go and you are going to brainstorm 3 inventions that could possibly help the characters get home safely off the tracks. Maybe it's special goggles for seeing in the nighttime. Maybe it is a super hearing machine to hear the train. Maybe it's a jetpack to fly home.